and welcome to Friday How to Play with Salomé. I'm Salomé Martinez. Have you ever wanted to rebuild an ancient forest village, dodge wild creatures, and become a legend among magical woodland folk? Well, now you can. In Emberleaf, a game all about restoring your Emberleaf community, crafting buildings, battling danger, and proving you're the true hero of the forest. Designed by Frank West and James Tomlin, Emberleaf plays 1 to 5 players and takes about 90 minutes. It's strategic, charming, and full of satisfying choices every single turn. Think you've got what it takes to guide your Emberleaf kin to glory? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come grab a seat with me at the table and I'll teach you how to play Emberleaf. To play this mystical forest builder full of creatures, cards, and clever moves, we must start with the setup. Place the main game board in the center of the table. Then, to its right, place the building board. Sort the general building tiles into piles by type. These are the ones with no icons, and place each pile on its matching space on the building board. Slide the trophy board underneath the building board, flipping it to the correct side for your player count. We're setting up for a 3-player game, so we'll use this side. Put the tracker disc at the top of the war banner track. Now, shuffle the trophy tiles and place them here on the trophy board spaces. Shuffle the favorite cards and place the deck above the board. Then draw 5 face up into a neat row to the right. Do the same for the hero cards, except place their deck below the board before revealing 5 face up. Time to add some danger. Toss all the dangerous area tokens into the creature bag. Give it a shake, and we're going to draw 9 and place them green side up on the 9 marked war banner spaces. Keep the bag nearby. Unfortunately, it'll be coming back. Now we're going to lay out the wood, stone, food, and beehives in a neat supply pile next to the board. Now you'll place buildings depending on the player count. In a 2-player game, take 3 of each general building type and place them randomly on the 15 clearing spaces marked 3+ or 4+. And for a 3-player game, we'll take 2 of each of the general building types and place them randomly on the 10 spaces marked with the 4+. With 4 or 5 players, you're going to skip this. No pre-placed buildings. Now we're going to start the player setup. We're going to choose a color, and we're going to take a fellowship board, and we're going to place 1 of each of the 6 fellowship buildings on their matching spaces. Sort your 20 villagers by type. Rats on the far left, then owls, rabbits, and frogs to the right. Each group goes on its own platform. We'll place 1 beehive in your storage. Choose one of the fellowship decks that are labeled A through E. You'll take all 6 cards of the same letter, and you'll keep them nearby. Put your hero figure by the campfire in the central clearing, Hawker's Crossing. Place your 5 favorite discs in the other clearings by their campfires. You'll skip the clearing that you're starting on. Place your score token on the 0 space with the 100+ token in the same spot, just in case you go full forest legend. Take a reference card and keep it handy. Now, the bravest player goes first. And just like that, we're ready. Villagers prepped, danger in the woods, and big dreams are crackling by the campfire. Let's dive in. In Emberleaf, the object of the game is to earn the most leaves. Those are victory points by rebuilding the forest. You'll score them by completing favors, homing villagers, clearing dangerous areas, collecting trophies, and unlocking bonuses. At the end, the player with the most leaves is crowned Hero of the Emberleafs. There are no game rounds here. You'll take turns one at a time, going clockwise until all 6 trophies are claimed. Then the game ends. Each turn has 5 steps. Take actions, check for trophies, check War Banner track, check score track, refresh cards. Let's break each step down. Step 1, take actions. On your turn, you must perform one core action, and you may perform any number of optional actions. The 2 core actions you can choose from are place a card or slide a card. Your optional actions that you can take in any order are charge a card, promise a favor. You can mix actions in any order, but you must finish one before starting another. Let's start with the first core action, place a card. When you place a hero card, you're adding a new character to your fellowship board, ready to bring their own unique abilities into play. You'll choose a card from your hand and you'll place it on an empty space on your fellowship board. Your board starts with 6 empty slots, and you can unlock spaces 7 and 8 by building the corresponding fellowship buildings later in the game. Once the card is placed, check for any on-play skills printed on the card. If there are 2 skills, always resolve the top one first, followed by the bottom one. Now, some spaces on your board also have printed fellowship skills. If you place a card on one of these spaces, you have a choice to make. Use the on-play skill from the hero card or use the fellowship skill from the space. You cannot use both, so pick the one that fits your strategy. Once resolved, that hero is officially in your lineup, ready to contribute on future turns or trigger other effects. The next core action you can take is sliding cards. Sliding cards keeps your engine moving, literally. When you choose to slide, you're shifting every hero card on your board one space to the left. Start with the top card in the leftmost column, then the bottom card below it. Move to the next column to the right and repeat. Top card, then the bottom card, and keep going. As each card slides, check for slide skills and resolve them immediately. If a card has 2 slide skills, resolve the top one first. If a card reaches the far left column and slides off the board, it drops off. When that happens, resolve any remaining slide skills if applicable. Then resolve its drop-off skills. Finally, return the card to your hand. It's out of play, but not gone for good. Sliding isn't just a cleanup move. It's a core mechanic that activates effects and recycles your heroes, setting you up for future combos. Now let's get into some of the optional actions you can take, like charge a card. Some hero cards come with a charge skill, shown by this number. That number tells you how many times you can use that skill before it runs out of charges. To charge a card, check the card's current charge level. You'll count how many resources are already placed on it. If it has fewer resources on it than its charge number, and you have the right resources to spend, you can perform the skill. Spend the resource, and then follow the card's effect and place that resource on the card to track its usage. Once the card drops off the board, any resources placed on it for charging go back to the general supply, refreshing the card for its next play. Charging is a great way to get repeatable value out of a hero, especially if you time it right and combo it with other skills. The next optional action you can take is promise a favor. Promising a favor lets you snag a favor card. a personal objective that can score you big points at the end of the game. During setup, you placed 5 favor discs in different clearings. If your hero is in the clearing that still has one of your discs, you can perform this action. Choose a face-up favor card from the current display. Place it beside your fellowship board. Now these are public, so other players can ask what you've taken. Remove the favor disc from the clearing and return it to the box. That disc is gone for good. You'll score points from the favor card at the end of the game if you meet its condition. Now here's an important note. You only refresh the favor card display at the end of your turn, not immediately after taking one. That means that you and perhaps other players choose from whatever's left during your turn. Promising a favor is a great way to shape your long-term goals and pick up some endgame leaves, especially if you grab one that lines up with what you're already doing. Let's go over some of the most common skills you'll be triggering throughout the game, starting with stat check. Some skills require a stat check, which determines how strong that skill will be based on how many matching stat icons you have in play. To perform a stat check, look at the stat icon shown on the skill. Count how many times that icon appears on hero cards or on your fellowship board. The more matching icons you've got on the board, the stronger the effect, so timing and card positioning matter. Stacking the right icons before triggering the skill is key to getting the most out of your team. The next skill you can trigger is the walk skill. This skill lets your hero move between the 6 forest clearings using the pathways that connect them. Each path you cross counts as one move, unless there are dangerous area tokens on it. Each dangerous area token adds a +1 move to that path's cost. So, if there's 1 token, it takes 2 moves to cross. If it has 2 tokens, that'll cost you 3 moves to cross. Your walk skill will show a number or a stat check to tell you how many total moves you get. You can use fewer if you want, but you can't save or split them. And remember, you must always end your move in a clearing. No stopping mid-path. You can't stop or pass through a dangerous area if you don't have enough moves. Your hero figure is placed by the campfire in the clearing to show where they are. So keep an eye on your path, pace your steps, and make your way through the forest one clearing at a time. The next skill you can trigger is gather. When you gather, you gain the specified resource or resources up to your storage limit. You'll choose what to keep if you're full. You'll return back whatever you don't want. The next skill you can trigger is the attack skill. The attack skill lets your hero deal with the dangerous areas lurking along the forest paths. And yes, there are real rewards for being brave. You can only attack along pathways connected to the clearing your hero is currently in. So, if you're in one clearing, check the connected paths for dangerous area tokens. If there are multiple tokens on the same path, you always have to go for the one closest to you. No skipping ahead or sniping the easiest one of the two. Each attack skill shows either a number or a stat check that tells you how much damage you can deal. The health of the dangerous area is shown on the token inside the heart icon. To clear it, your damage must be equal to or greater than that number. And you must do it in one attack. No spreading damages across multiple tokens or chipping away over time. If you successfully clear the token, here's what happens. You're going to take the token and place it next to your fellowship board. These often show war banner icons, which could help with favor cards later. Score points. Move your score token up the track by the number shown on the blue leaf of the token. Now, you'll move the war banner tracker down one row. This is a shared track. You choose which space in that next row to place the tracker on. If that space shows a resource, you gain it immediately. If this move places the tracker on the final row, you'll earn a trophy during step 2 of the turn. If it was already on the final row, then unfortunately no bonus. But hey, at least the forest is a little safer. So, attacking isn't just about clearing space. It's a major way to gain points, advance the war banner, and set up trophies. The next skill that could be triggered is the build skill. This skill allows you to place a building into the clearing where your hero currently is. That clearing must have an empty building space, no squeezing in any extras. Each build skill will show a number or stat check to tell you how many buildings you can place. But no matter how many you're placing, you'll follow the same 4 steps for each building, one at a time. First, you'll choose a building. You can build a general building from the building board, or one of your fellowship buildings from your own board. The general buildings have their costs listed on the building board. Your fellowship buildings show their costs at the bottom of each tile. Now, just so you know, building types are limited. Once all of a certain kind are gone, you can't build more of that type. 2. You'll pay the cost. Spend the required resource from your storage area and return them to the supply. If you don't have enough, you can't build that building. 3. Place the building. Choose an empty space in your current clearing and place the building there. If that space has a resource icon, you'll gain that resource. And place it in your storage. If there are no open spaces, you can't build there. 4. You'll unlock fellowship bonuses. When you build a fellowship building, you'll remove it from your board, which unlocks a special bonus. Here you'll gain 2 wood stats, here you'll gain 2 attack stats, here you'll gain 2 food stats, and here you'll gain 4 extra storage spaces to increase your total capacity to 12. Here you'll place a hero card to gain a fellowship skill of 1 build, and here you'll place a hero card to gain the fellowship skill of 1 attack per attack stat. After you build, you have the option to home a villager on that new building. This is how you unlock more points and powerful personal bonuses. At the top of your fellowship board, you'll see 4 villager tracks: rats, owls, rabbits, and frogs. You'll choose one of the tracks and you'll take the leftmost villager from it and place that figure on the building you just constructed. Once placed, that villager is now home. Congrats! That building is their new pad. You'll score 1 leaf for every unique type of building in the neighborhood. That includes the one you just placed your villager on. A neighborhood is made up of buildings that are connected by at least 1 edge and include the building where the villager was homed. General and fellowship buildings of the same type count as the same type for scoring. A neighborhood can be just 1 building, like this one, or stretched across several, like this. And you'll score a total of 4 points for this neighborhood. Although there are 5 buildings in this neighborhood, these tiles are the same type of building, and you only score for every unique type of building in the neighborhood, making it a total of 4 points. Each villager on your board sits above a bonus. After scoring, reveal the bonus that was under the villager you just placed and resolve it. These bonuses are powerful, and they vary depending on the track. If you manage to fill every building space in a clearing, that clearing is considered full, and you'll earn a trophy during step 2 of your turn. If a skill space has 2 effects, you can do none, 1, or both, always resolving the first before the second. And that's step 1. Core action, optional actions, and any skills that come with them. Now we move on to step 2, check for trophies. We'll see if anything we've done is worthy of a trophy, like filling a clearing or advancing the war banner to its final row. Claim it if you did. If multiple players claim it, go in turn order. Only 6 trophies exist, and the last one triggers the end game. Next is step 3, check War Banner track. If the tracker reached the bottom, we'll just set it right back to the top. And we're gonna clear out all of the dangerous token tiles from the board and place 9 fresh new tokens, this time orange side up, on the board. If you're out of tokens, then there is no more danger for the rest of the game. After that, we move on to step 4, check the score track. If you landed on a score bonus space this turn, you'll resolve it now. This could be extra resources, villagers, or other perks. And finally, step 5, refresh cards. If you took a hero card or a favorite card this turn, refresh that display. Discard the far right card. Slide all the others off to the side, and you'll draw a new one, placing it here at the end so that you'll have 5 face up again. Once the 6th trophy is taken, finish the round so everyone gets the same number of turns. Add up your leaves from the favors you've completed, then the player with the most leaves wins. If there's a tie, the player with the most villagers homed wins. Still tied? The player with the most dangerous area tokens wins. And if you're still tied, then you just share the victory. Forest harmony restored. And that's how you play Emberleaf. I'm Salomé Martinez, and I want to thank you for marching through the forest, housing frogs, and clearing danger with me today. And I hope you get to build your own thriving Emberling community and maybe earn a few sacred leaves along the way at your table. Until our next Friday How to Play, remember to learn, play games, and always have fun. Adios.
Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Bassel.